Hello, sketchbook heroes and warriors. We've got two drawings, two face drawings. We're going to do one quick little cartoon face, and then we got Kim Jung-gi just passed away last year in his 50s. Great artist, definitely missed, very inspiring. Still got his work is out there, so he's left some kind of legacy. So that's good. Take a look for him. Let me share my screen so you can see what he looks like. There he is right there. I don't know if we're going to draw that one or that one. This one definitely looks more like him. That's not, I don't think it's a self-portrait. Oh yeah, it's somebody else. Myung Hwan Kim drew that. And then we're going to do this one. So we're going to start off with this one, and then I think, yeah, we'll play with this one. There's a lot of scribbling in here. This is really cool because we're doing a scribbling warm-ups, and this is very, very similar to that. And then we'll call it a night. So let's do this one first. Let's take a look. Let's break it down. We've got some lines here. When you're drawing profiles like this, it's really important to see the tip of the nose to the tip of the chin. And then you see this bird in here, this bird really helps this negative space. You can see this wing is bigger, and this wing here is a little smaller, and here's the beak of that bird, and these little angles. The picture's a little unclear, but we're going to do the best we can. The tip of the forehead to the tip of the nose, you can see those two angles, and you can see the eye and everything else. Again, when you're learning to draw, seeing space is the hardest part of drawing, seeing the space. So you almost have to pretend you see these big shapes. Learn to see these big shapes. Learn to see the big shapes. All right, let's just do this one real quick as a warm-up, and then we'll get going to the other ones. So all right, let's put it in the chat. We've got another person drop. That's awesome. It's late, I know. It's 9:15 already. Here we go. There's that one. This one's gonna go pretty quick. And then we got the next one. Actually, well, yeah, let's break that one down too. As we speak. Let me clear these drawings. Clear all drawings. There we go. Let's go to the next page. There he is. Oh, this one's gonna be really tough. Well, this one's it's definitely going to be a challenge. So let's break this one down. You can see the circle of the head, and it's got a little bit of a 3/4 view. Let's try to get the Loomis head in there. The Loomis head is well, around there. That's smaller. And then we've got this angle. This will help. The top, oh, the line. There we go. Right in there. Oops. Right, that we've got that angle for the top of the glasses, and then it changes angle just slightly for there, and then we got the bottom of the glasses right in there, and then we've got this the center of the face kind of coming through here right in there, that axis. We got these jaw lines. They're really soft. He's a little rounded, but that jawline, and then the hand shape. This actually hand shape, you can actually see the top of that form there as a cylinder block right in there. That's why that's important to see the cylinders and to see the blocks. That's the block right there. All right, let's put that in the chat, and then we'll get going on our first drawing. Screenshot this one. Here we go. Capture and send. All right, here we go. Let's do this. And finish our first drawings of the year. All right, we just did these. We had quite a day. So we just finished those. Turn it around. And then we did this. And we had other drawings today. I had a little bit of love today. A lot of drawings. Let's get this face going. Let's do this face. All right, so when we're doing this face, the first face, that was the lady's face, we have two angles. All right, so we've got this angle, this is almost vertical, almost straight up and down. Almost straight up and down. It does curve back slightly. There's a slight backwards. If you're going from top to bottom, it does go back slightly, just slightly. So let's get that angle in there first, really close to vertical. And then if you got a vertical, that's fine. It's just slightly. If I put my pencil on there, you can see how it relates to the sides of my paper. Right. And then here, this is where it really goes a little bit more of an angle. I would probably say right there, that angle. There, that's it. So there's the tip of the nose and the chin. So now this is where how big, once we have the angles, you can actually draw this face really small or really big. The angles won't change. These angles stay the same. So these angles are what's important. Once you have your angles, how big you do your drawing, you can do it really big. These angles will stay the same, which is pretty wild. You gotta, see it to believe it. So we're gonna go up at this angle. Right above that is that eye, but we're looking at that space. I'm gonna see how big I'm gonna make this. Is that forehead? And that space right here where the nose kind of comes out. Right here, this nose here, and I'm looking at this shape right in here. There's the forehead against that line. Then it comes in and then it comes out. There's a slight curve out. And there's a thickness of line in here too. There's this thickness of line in here. We can thicken it up afterwards and get it nice to flow. Not so sketchy. Try to stay away from sketchy lines. Nice, clean. And it takes some time. It takes some time to get there. If your lines are sketchy, that's okay. It takes some time to get some nice, sharp, clean lines. All right, let's get this nose in here. I can see this shape in here. The shape looks good. The nose comes to a little bit of a point and then it curves. This bottom part curves a little bit more. Then we got the two wings. So I can see how this relates to this, and as I'm drawing this triangle in this negative space, I can see how big it is compared to that, which I would probably say right about there. I can make it bigger, but you might have to change it if you're off. The lips don't come down all the way down to that line. Straight edge. Oh, I've got a few. I know where they're at. There's one over here. Oh, bizarre, how bizarre. All right, now let's just keep going. All right, so the lip, this line here, the lips actually don't go all the way down. There's a little bit of space in here. And then the other wing for this bird is like right in here. So the lips kind of come this way. And then this other wing kind of goes in and out. But these lips are right in here. I can see the part of those lips, the parting of the lips. Now there's proportions and stuff in here, but I'm not too worried about that. The artist really understands the proportions and really just focused on this part that's here. This part that's here. So let's get this going. There's a little bit of a thickness to this lip. There's this point that's right in here, comes to this point, and then it comes back up to that nose right in there. So there's this thickness to this lip. So this, you want to be able to see this both ways. See this as a bird, and then see the positive, and then see the negative. The positive would be this lip in here. And then I'm also seeing how this kind of even comes, the nose kind of keeps going. Probably, yeah, a little bit of a nostril on this side, or the back part of the nostril. And then the inside, the nostril, actual nostril is like right in there, and it's really slight, like this little hole. There's a thick and thinness to it. Right. Who submitted this? Ellen submitted this. No, I don't know who submitted this. This is not Alan. She might have. I'm looking at the other picture underneath. That's all right. All right, these eyes are really simple as far as eyes go, because it's mostly just the eyelash. This eyelash, I gotta think it's watch the spacing on this. Like in here, I can see this as I want to say a salt shaker or even a chess piece. Um, and then I can see that eyelash that kind of like comes in here. And this eyelash is kind of like let's see, what does it look like? Like a shark fin, really long shark fin right in there. That's the shape that it's in, but then there's there's gaps. There's gaps in here. So a little bit of gaps. So here there's a one right there, and then trying to get that as it comes to the base, it's thicker, and as it comes out, they're like, well, they're eyelashes. They're eyelashes, like right in there. There's a little bit of a shade, which I just added, and just a slight line delineating the eyeball as there's an eyeball there. And then you've got the up in here is the eyebrow. There's an eyebrow right in here, slight angle. There's a thickness to it, and as it comes down right in there. Watch the spacing. Watch the spacing as this nose too. It's really subtle. Oh, my eraser, here it is. I can erase this part now. Clean this up, clean this up. Watch the spacing. The hair's really cool as the hair kind of comes in here and around. But let's get these lips, the chin, the spacing in here. The ear would be way back there. This bottom lip, and it comes back right in here. See this angle right there? This top part is curved, and then this part's straight, and then this curves out. This lip, it comes in, and there's a little bit of at that corner of the mouth, I'm going to add a little bit of that thickness, and like a la Mona Lisa, and then it comes in like that. There's a little bit of shade. You can barely see it. The top lip, because the light comes from the top, this top lip has a little bit of shade. I'll probably add a little bit more than it has. But right in there, there's that top lip. Very, very little shading. This drawing has very little shading. I'm gonna put a little bit of shading on the bottom lip, but not as much as the top. The top lip should be a little bit darker because it's in shadow. There it is, the bottom part of that lip. This chin as it comes this way. And then it goes back. Then we've got some kind of jacket. There's angles here for this shirt or jacket. It comes in like that, like that, like that. I really didn't talk about proportions and spacing and all that stuff. That comes, you should study that. Yeah, faces are the toughest thing to do. But the more you practice, the more you progress. And really, it's more than just practicing faces. You really have to practice and understand proportions of a face. That is going to get you there. Practicing only will help you so much, but you understanding the proportions of the face and studying like where things go, like the eyes are the middle of the face, so the space from here to up there, but they didn't draw it. They didn't draw the space up here. They just left it to your imagination, right? They've got this hair that just kind of comes out, in and out. Ooh, that sounds good. In and out, a double, in and out, and it's getting late. And then the hair just comes down here. I really love this flowing hair. This is like so cool, the way the hair flows. It was probably the whole inspiration for this whole drawing. Said, okay, stop right there. Let me draw your hair. And then this feeling of these flowing lines, the way it flows. That's pretty good. Not too shabby. There's thickness and dark lines, light lines. See which lines are like. If you're looking at the original, yeah, these lines are a lot darker and thicker. And this pencil is not doing that. Mhm. It's all right. I'd have to get some more lines and going in there. It's dark, flowy lines. All right, that looks good. All right, let's do Kim Jung Ji. Oh, I wanted to show some of his work. Oh well, I guess I didn't. Oh, somebody posted something else. May Pan. Let me see, what did you got? Oh, wow, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, I gotta share my screen now. I love it. This is the ones we did last time. That's so cool. Oh, gotta maximize that. Look at that. What did you use? Wow. Is this digital? I don't know what you used. This is awesome. So cool. I'm impressed. That's awesome. Keep it up. Keep practicing. Yeah, keep practicing those forms. All right. Awesome. Wow. Whoa. Joey. All right, let's close this one. That was another student drawing right here. That was awesome. Awesome, awesome. You guys are doing awesome. Keep it up. Here's Kim Jong. We're gonna do that one next. Oh, I wanted to show oh, that drawing that somebody just posted, and then some actual Kim Jong G pictures. His stuff is amazing. So this is not the artist. Oh, some meadows. I forgot the meadows. Oh, we'll do those next week. Control V. Kim Jong Ji. Yeah, he passed away. There he is. Kim Jong Ji. That's him. He's got so many videos, so many things out there. 1970, he was born 1975, he died 2022. That was even 2 years ago. Gosh, 47. Wow, poor guy, 47. Let's look at his work though. Amazing stuff, you know. Gosh, I got to start pouring my stuff out there if I ever, yeah. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Amazing stuff. He did all this without, he just drew it space, but his understanding of space is amazing. You got to really look at some of this work to see how he kind of like puts the perspective on there. Yeah, really amazing stuff. Self-portrait there, I'm sure. There he is right there, Kim Jong. I mean, didn't speak English, and I watched some of his videos where he just speaks Korean, and there's translations. So I'm reading it and reading it. And it says he imagines himself in the scene at different places. Yeah, there's a really good video. There's several videos. But anyways, let's jump into it. We're going to do this one. If you're just getting here, we're going to do not that one, that one. We're going to do that drawing. Oh, the best we can. Of course, this is a challenge. This is the last one for tonight. Let's get this going. Something in the chat. Thanks. It is digital. Oh, cool. Nice. What program are you using? We're going to do the best we can. Procreate. Oh, I love Procreate. Haven't used it in a while. I had it on my other iPad. I've been using Squid Tune, and I've been using the AI one that I have. Well, yeah, won't bring it out this time. Let's get to drawing Kim Jun. All right, so he's already. Where is he at? There he is. So let's get going on this one. I think it's in the chat already. So let's get going. All right, let's get a fresh sheet of paper and start off with my circle. Yeah, I actually with Procreate, I seen their animation stuff has gotten better. So that's pretty cool. I really like Toon Squid animation stuff. I've been doing stuff with that one. All right, this is our last drawing of the night. It's already 9:33. All right, we're gonna start off with our circle. It's kind of similar to the let's see, similar to the dark, similar to the that head, the Loomis head, but not quite. All right, so I've got that circle there. And I've got this not off the middle, but this angle. So I can actually, I don't know, it's that angle. There's that middle, but it's really off center. It's off center a little bit. His face is off center. So here's my circle. His face is like probably a little bit off center, but the angle is what's important. That angle, that angle. So a circle is universal. So if everybody has a circle, and then you have your angle, that's going to be good. And then we've got this face that kind of comes off of this circle here, off the width of that circle. And then this space in here. And I always kind of like, always get that egg shape. I can see that egg shape, but this one has that angle right in there. And then right in here, I can draw an oval for where the hand's going to go. That oval is where that hand's going to go. But it's really a block, but I'm just blocking it in with the circle. And I know the mouth is going to go right in here. This is the center of the face. It's off the middle of my circle, right in there. The mouth is going to be right about that wide. Let's get the glasses. The glasses are like right in here, not in the middle, below the middle. This in here is where the glasses are. And this angle, I'm just getting the top of the glasses. I'm blocking everything in, kind of where everything kind of goes, the bottom of the glasses, right in there. Try to get that, is there, no, that's pretty straight on. And those glasses kind of come out to here, come out to here, right at the edge of that circle. So that's where those glasses are at. And then the handles of those glasses kind of come up right in there. There we've got an ear right in here. Right in that space. It kind of comes in from that circle a little bit, but it's right in here. Here's that ear, and it's attached to that. He's got a little bit of a rounded face. Here's that ear shape. And again, you got to practice drawing faces. This face is not the eyes are simplified, or not simplified, but they're not as they're not as difficult as regular eyes, because you're just seeing the shadows. And then he's got glasses, that really helps. So that's there. He's got his forehead. He's got eyebrows that are going to go above the glasses right in there. I'm putting that there. His nose, triangle nose right in here, comes below. It kind of it's right on that circle. See, it's right in here, that circle. It rests on that bottom circle, bottom of that circle. And it's going like right up in here, right up against that center, a little bit below those glasses, the glass center right in there. And I'm seeing this kind of like shield shape. And I can see the three circles, our main circle in the middle, and then the two circles, nostrils on the side, right in there, right in there. And then I'm looking at the spacing, get that spacing. It's got a little bit of a mustache, his lips. And a little bit of a, the center of these lips is what's important. I'm just blocking stuff in, and I'm checking negative space. I'm checking all kinds of stuff. Let's get these glasses in. The glasses are really cool because that's a constant. It's a constant. It's a constant. So this doesn't really change. You can see how this is a constant shape right in here. And then you can see how that the eye kind of is shaded in there. That eye lash. And then the pupil. See a little bit of pupil there. And then a little bit of a bag of an under the eye right in there. But it's just in there really lightly as a placeholder. What I'm really focusing it is on the outside of this glasses, then the inside of the glasses, that thickness. So I've got the outside, I like that. I can get that inside, the thickness of those glasses, and bring that in. There's a little bit of a highlight on top of those glasses. I don't know if I'll capture it. We'll do the best we can. Awesome artist. Already 2 years. Wow. Since he passed away. 2022. It's going to be 2 years, I'm sure. Wow. Yeah. And when I heard that he had passed, it was already like a month later. I'm like, what? No way. And you know what? And I was watching one of his videos in when I found out, I was like, what? No way. All right, there's little highlights and stuff. I'm just kind of doing naturally on the rims that like on the tops of the glasses, there's the lights hitting and bouncing. I'm doing it without describing it. So just do the best you can to draw what you see. And the more you practice, the more will be revealed to you. The more you'll see. It's really just observing, seeing the shapes. The more you see, it's like, okay. But you got to learn to see these big shapes first, like these glasses. So you like this glass shape, the height and the width, right? It's not, see if it's a square, imagine the square in there and then add to the square. It's a little bit wider. Then here, these glasses here kind of curve down and then up and then come out right there. And I see this, right? And then everything else could be based on those glasses. You can just go off of those glasses, the way the nose comes down, the way that this shadow of the glasses there, and then everything else, how it kind of fits. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. It really is. But it really helps when you understand the proportions, because then it helps you know where those pieces go a little better. But yeah, it's always about the placement, where things kind of go. And if you don't have the practice, you're gonna have a little bit of a struggle. And that's good. If you don't understand the proportions, you're gonna struggle, and that's okay. Struggling is good. Not liking your drawings is okay. You don't have to like everything, but you're just learning. It's win or learn. You practice, 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 and then you take a look at your work, reflect on it, and say, okay, wait a minute, I need to focus on my ratios. I need to focus on my proportions, because you really can only focus on one thing to really improve upon it. And I'll tell you that about pickleball. We're focusing on our serve, we're focusing on our return. Then you work on it, improve upon it, play against somebody that's better, and then you see, oh, I got to work on this, and then you work on that for a while. I got to draw eyes, draw 100 eyes. Oh, I got to draw a form, glasses. I got to know it's more than just drawing. It's got to know the proportions. You got to, ask for help. And the way you do that, Google, hey, Google, what are the proportions of a face? And you'll see that it's out there. That knowledge is out there. We've covered it, but I can't cover it all the time. All right. All right. So here we go. I've got my glasses. I'm kind of happy with them. Not completely happy with them. They're okay enough. They're okay enough. I'm missing some of the highlights. I'm not going to worry about it. That's going to be good enough. Good enough. Not going to be perfect. I can see that shadow, because I have my circles for the nose, but then there's the shadow kind of like goes underneath, kind of like not a W, but it's a W with an extra wubba, little in the middle. And I'll worry about that nose later. All right, so here we go. Let's focus on the eyes. All right, I kind of started this one, but it's a little bit more underneath, and it kind of connects, becomes part of the glasses itself. Kind of gets lost in here. There is a pupil in here. There is that pupil shape. And then you've got the eyelash, and it fits in here just like that. And I'm looking at this space in there, that space which I just shaded in a little bit. That's it. I'm gonna put a little bit of shade in there too. Softening some of these shapes, I'm softening them up a little bit. Here we go, the bag. Just really softly. It's the same pencil. I'm using an HB outline drawing pencil, but I'm going softer with it and just making that bag shape. There's a bag under that eye as it comes through here. Then there's a little bit of shadow of the cheek right in here. Right in there as it comes in here. And there's a lot of scribbles. Whoever did this has a lot of which is really cool. Just real scribbles. We're going to be doing more of that for our warm-ups. But in the meantime, here you go with this one. All right, I like that. Let me go a little bit darker here. You can always build up your darks. Push it a little bit more. Push it real good. That's all right, a little darker in there. Softening things up. I'm looking back and forth and trying to see how I can make it more like the picture. Bringing this up in here a little bit, darkening it up, trying to get the values right. And then there's a lot of shade over it. I mean, as far as like, I'm happy with that eye right there. Not too bad. His cheek does come out on the side of this eye, glasses on this side, just slightly down there. I might soften that top part a little bit, soften that edge. See that edge? I just softened it. It had a really hard edge with that eyebrow, not eyelashes. Soften it up. All right, let's do this other one. This other eyelash comes in here, and then the pupil. And it's really soft. It's really soft. Don't outline it. Don't outline it. Try to get the soft edges. I'm getting this. Let's see, I have that line right there. I'm opening it up. It's connecting it, making it, and then getting it lost in there. It's getting lost in there. There's a little bit of a eye bag. The eye's not totally white. There's a softening in there. Just a little bit of a soft shade over this whole thing. And a little bag underneath this one, this eye. And I'm doing these little circles that make it really soft, really soft edge. You can build up your shades, build up your shades, build up your shades. See, okay, it's that. Okay, it needs to go a little darker. So go a little bit darker. Kind of have to look back and forth at your picture, back and forth at your drawing, picture that you're copying, whatever your reference material is. Like in here, I know the nose, there's a little bit of a shadow I just added right in there. But I'm kind of happy with these eyes. Not 100%, but that's good enough. I think that's good enough. It gets lost in the dark gets lost in the glasses right there. All right. It's good to have artists that you look up to. He was one of them. And copy his work. Copying is okay. That's how you find your style. That's how you learn, especially if it's something you like. And like, wow, how did he do that? It's the how. Let me zoom out. I'm getting this this whole eyebrow that's in there, and maybe a little bit of a wrinkle in between. All this is his bald head. Let's get that nose, nostril dark underneath as it comes up and down. My lines are in the way, so I'm gonna see if I can fix that. Ready? All right, it might not look like him. That's okay. It's all in the practice. Let's zoom out a little bit more. It's coming along. It's coming along. Not too shabby. Let's see where. Oh, there it is. There's the. Yeah, probably a little more. I'm gonna push the shading just a little bit more. You almost have to squint your eyes to see where you need to get a little bit darker, a little lighter. Have to go in there with an eraser. Go in there with an eraser. All right, so for the nose, this whole area is dark. See, I have this W in here, but there's this area of darkness that kind of blends out. And here, this little fulcrum, I can't remember what it's called. Jessica, are you there? She would look up our parts and what they're called. All right, let's see. We've got that. We got this nostril here. I'm just working on the nostrils. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Right now they've got that needs to be shaded out. There's a light spot right in there. But I've got this 1, 2, 3 little loops, and then bringing up that shading up in here. I added some reflected light automatically, but I'm going to tone it down a little bit. It's reflecting too much. It's bouncing too much light right there, but yeah, there we go. Just push it a little bit. Pushing this core shadow a little more. And then bringing this shadow up in here a little bit as well. This nose part. And all these little nuances. If you can get them, great. If not, it's okay. Next time. Or draw 100 noses. Follow somebody's tutorial. Yeah, faces are complex. Faces are complex. I'm yeah, I'm missing a lot of stuff in explaining. And that's because we've done it so many times. If you have a question, put it in the chat. I can help that way. If you're struggling with something I missed, here's that shadow. Then all this is shaded as well. I'm going to shade this whole thing. Put just a shade over this whole thing. And bring back that shadow of the glasses. Oh, yeah, it's going to take a while. These eyebrows. Get these eyebrows in here. Got those eyebrows there. Got this set of eyebrows right in here. I can see how big it is and how it fits. And it's really soft too. So, I mean, learn to see the hard edge and then soften it up. And then soften it up. Like in here, there's a little bit of a wrinkle. Let's get rid of this guideline. We don't need that anymore. We don't need that. Bam. It's coming along. It's pretty wild. I mean, what you can do with a pencil and a sheet of paper. I mean, this is like, what, 10 cents worth of materials here? You don't have to get like really expensive. You don't even have to get these expensive pencils when you're first learning. When you're starting to shade, yeah, you want to get maybe some good shading pencils and start working on your shading. But to draw, you can draw anywhere with anything. And just practice drawing and seeing and observing. Drawing what you see, not what you think you see. What is really there? How light and how dark things are. How soft are things? Like here, I'm putting this thing in here, making it really soft. Trying to get really soft edges where you don't see. I can even soften these edges up. I mean, but it's here. This is the eye. The eyebrow. Use my knife to sharpen my blade a little bit, my pencil. All right, last drawing of the night, first drawing of the year. It's coming along, looking good. It's a copy of somebody's else's drawing. Now here, I've got my nose. I'm happy with it, how it relates to the glasses and everything. I'm happy with that. Then we've got the mustache and see how it sticks out from there, how it, comes out from there. And how it relates to the mouth, the distance of the nose to the mouth, and then this whole lip, the center of the mouth. And I'm pretty happy with where it's at. Comes out to a point, comes out to a triangle. Yeah, we started with simple shapes tonight. We started off with this, and then we've got, from there, we got this, which is insane. Yeah. Yep. Hanging in there. A little bit of light right there under the nose. Shading it in. You can build up your shades. If you're not sure where things go, slowly build up your shading. The mouth usually goes to the center of the eye. The center of the eye up here. Let me see it. It's probably got a little bit of a smaller mouth. Let's see there. That top lip. Top lip is darker. And slowly build it up. If you're not sure where it goes, just put it in lightly, squint your eyes, then slowly build the values. The bottom lip It has a little bit of a curve here. I'm trying to get back in there. This curve, this plumpiness. And then it comes in like that. There we go. That plumpiness. I had to really force that curve darkness this way. And then going darker on this side, push it a little bit more. Pushing it a little harder, a little darker. And then he's got, I'm gonna shade his whole top lip. And then now I'm gonna put in the mustache. Go a little bit darker. See, I can go darker. And this is light again without erasing. Got a little bit of a mustache, and it's all really soft. See, it went darker in here. Even though I shaded the top of the lip. Let's see, a little darker, a little more mustachy. A little more mustachy in here. Ooh, a shadow of the reflection. Oh, and then a reflection over in here. All this is shaded in there. Oops, and bring that down. This is shaded in there. And this original is, I mean, there's a lot of scribble drawing. The light's hitting the side of the face right in there. So all that's light right in there. I see that shape and kind of bring this edge down. And I'm looking at this shape here too. And then this opens up in here too. This, see how I'm doing this right in here? This is that corner of the mouth as it comes up in here to the, but notice it's almost like a little tornado as it comes up around onto the mustache. See, and bringing it out. So you have this lip, and then you have underneath this lip it's shaded. But this whole lip is dark too. I mean, I can shade this whole thing. And then underneath it's a little bit darker. All this is values, lights and darks. Values. And I can keep pushing my darks darker when I need to. Almost there. I'm going pretty quick, so do the best you can. Hang in there. It all depends on what level you're at. Some of you guys have been hanging there to get to this point, and then I'm just like, I don't know. Some people say, "Oh man, your stick drawings are you go too fast." Oh no, somebody said actually I was too slow with the stick drawings. The stick drawings. Alan, I think she said that. It's going too slow with the stick drawings. But I mean, it's all the same thing. Learning proportions, learning how everything fits. Here we got more shading. We got more other stuff to concern ourselves with. We soften that up. Looks like there's a darkening that too. And these glasses. Oh yeah, the corner of this mouth too. Rounding it out, softening it up. Mona Lisa, adding a little Mona. What is it? I say little circles, darkening it up, softening it up. A little darker in here too, right in here. It's a little darker. I look back and forth. I squint my eyes. All this needs to go dark in here. All this right in here. It makes that face pop. All that right in there. And then we got some hands in here to deal with. All this right in here on this outside of that face. Right up in there. It's dark. And it goes out. Right in there. Bam, bam, bam. And it's just practice, practice, practice. Gotta practice. Can't sing the blues until you pay your dues. Everybody wants to play like Kobe, but not many people are willing to practice like Kobe. Or choose your sports person, talent, poet, musician. They put in the hours. All right, let's yeah. Well, looks like there was something on his lip. All right, I'm going to zoom out a little bit and let's take a look. It's coming along, coming along, coming along. Don't get discouraged. Again, if this is your first portrait or whatever, it's already 10 o'clock. All right, so let's see. Tick tock, tick tock. That's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. There's a lot of softness up in here. I gotta wind this up. It's already 10 o'clock. So wind this up. And the background is darker too. So the background is actually on some kind of the whole drawing was put on probably some kind of gray paper. So the whole paper was gray to start off with, and then they added the lights on top of this. So I can't do that. I have to, didn't start off with a gray paper. I have to make my paper gray. So I'd have to go in there and shade all that and make that pop. So, I mean, I would have to do all that depending on how accurate I want to get this drawing. But you can see how it's coming along so far. So far, so good, just by what we've done from step 0. You can see that nice little highlight, the way that light's bouncing right there, and then it comes, there's a little bit, blends into that area right in there. Then, oh yeah, this darkness underneath, this whole darkness. Oh, and the hand, like I said, there's 2 parts to it. If you can see the knuckles, see that, not just see the form, the structure. Learn to see the structure, learn to see the structure. This is that structure. There's the cubes, like the cube area, and then learn to see the cylinders, the little cylinders, which are kind of coming out here. And then there's a little bit of roundedness. And we're running out of time, running out of time. I could probably be here all night, but yeah, quite a challenge, especially for beginners. This is supposed to be a beginner's class. People post these pictures. Alan, Alan posts these hard pictures, but oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's not too bad. I like actually, man, I saw it and I was like, oh, I want to draw it. That's the best way. It's like, oh man, I want to draw that. Oh, like if I don't do it here, I probably wouldn't do it. Yeah, even though it's a copy of something. All right, let's get that other ear in there. It might not look like him. I think it's I don't know. He's you either know who he is, or if you don't, it makes it even harder. But yeah, they really captured him. I'm doing a practice job on it. It's a good little practice. Not about perfection. It's about the practice. I know if I keep practicing more, I know I'll improve too as well. As I improve talking about it and doing it. There's so many tutorials out there that people just draw, but they don't explain what they're doing. This is how to draw this, but they don't explain it. So you get lost. His head actually comes out a little more.
That's why I like this meetup very much, because you explain everything and it makes me understand.
Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah, and this faces just gotta practice. Gotta yeah, there's the proportions and stuff. And I break this stuff down, but yeah, this is definitely a little bit on the more advanced side. But I'm glad you're sticking it out. Yeah, and you just see, I mean, everything I do is always just, the smaller, even when it comes to this, it's the same way I do this simple stuff. It's the same way I do this harder stuff. But now I'm just working on values and working on the other things, which comes with practice and time and patience and practice and persistence, keeping at it. Yep. We just this is our 3rd year doing this, so this is pretty wild. So I need to wind it up. I will be winding it up, the drawing part of it. I am starting to do more of this advanced stuff. I'm working on getting the lessons out. So once the lessons are out, I got all my exercises and getting all that stuff. It'll be in videos, it'll be in a course. Then I can probably just focus more on painting and other materials and other stuff, not just drawing. Because there's I wanna move on. I want to move on too. So I've been doing all this for free. This last I don't know. Oh, actually, I want to thank people who donated. I don't see your name, so it's kind of like but people, this is donated, and I want to put more stuff for donations and stuff, but I don't, you don't have to. All this stuff is free, but I do have expenses. I mean, just the whole, it's like $100 for the to have a meetup, and then I have to pay another $100 for the Zoom meeting. They have this free one, and then they have this one, which is the free one only lets you go for an hour. This one I can go long. We're already 3 hours here right now. So you don't have to pay for all that stuff. And then I want to upgrade things too. Then I've got, yeah, life. But not bad. I want to thank people who donated, 3 years of work, and we got 500 people, well, in the last couple months, 5 people donated $500, which is awesome. Awesome. But I'm going to work on videos and working on other stuff. So, and I don't know how I mean, the money's been put in my account, but I don't know how, if it resets or if I need to reset it, if I need to add more stuff.
We appreciate what you do so much.
Oh, thank you.
Definitely, I second that.
Thank you. Well, I really want to give I think I see this as an important skill. This is such an important skill. Everybody should know how to draw. And there's different reasons for it. You can capture ideas, you can express yourself, you can there's just it's such a powerful skill. I think everybody should know how to do it. So I mean, it should be free to everybody. And you learn to observe, you learn to see, you learn to become, and it helps with thinking skills, it helps keep you alert. Right.
I started in October and I've learned so much. I've wanted to draw all my life, and it's what I've learned in just the last 3 months. It's amazing.
That's awesome. Where have you been studying?
I haven't been studying. I just like I'm retired now.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, but I've always had a passion for drawing, but I didn't know how to do it. So I'm not studying anywhere, but
You're just practicing.
Yeah.
Great. That's great. Yeah, that's part of it. And then it's finding stuff, and and it's learning to see shapes, learning to see forms, and then
Yeah.
a little drawing, which seeing it, drawing it.
And I understand it so much now.
Oh, great. That's good. Was it all because of my class?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so much. Because I had a passion, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't understand it. Now I understand things. It's much better.
Oh, great. I'm sure, I don't know if I take all the credit. I'm just bragging, but
Please
yeah.
do.
Oh, thank you. I don't know where else you were studying, but yeah, there you go. There you go. It's coming along. I definitely need some more values, more stuff. I can see it needs to go darker in here, and it's just building it slowly as you start seeing and observing and building it up, and just keep it going, keep going. And then you're actually, even like my strokes, just did some really quick, and like, oh, the strokes look so good. I like it. Just did some. It doesn't look so good on the camera, but yeah, just like in here, it adds texture and adds shading at the same time as I kind of like go in there now. Actually, that looks better in there. I'm trying to see where I need to add more shade, and just building it up and keeping it going. Yeah, that's not too shabby. Not too bad. I don't know how long this was, but definitely need to call it a night now. Past 10, 10 something, 10:10 maybe. It is 10:08. All right, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Hang in there. I don't know if I should continue this. Oh, all right, let's take a look. Oh, somebody wants to share it. Let's replace the spotlight. There we go. What you got? Nice. Very good. Oh, I love the face up on top. That's great. And then, yeah. Great. Oh, you're welcome, David. Cool. All right, Annie, thank you for sharing.
I
Awesome.
can just share mine real quick.
All right, sure.
Thank you.
Oh,
Where'd
you're
it go?
welcome. Let's take a look. Jane, who is
I
it?
actually took a picture, but it didn't
Oh, you,
save.
oh, it didn't.
Let me try again.
All right. Yeah, it's spacing that's always a challenge to get with when you're learning to draw, is to get the spacing and seeing.
Yeah. For some reason, it's not wanting to save.
Oh,
I'll show it next time.
okay. Oh, all right. We'll call it a night. Thank you so
Thank
much. Keep sketching, keep drawing, keep practicing. We'll see
Thank
everybody.
you.
Good night.
Bye.